Today we will be drawing the face of a lion together. So you will need a pencil, eraser, and that's it. If you want to color your drawing in after, you can use pencil crayon, crayons, or marker. All right, let's get started. You're going to go to the middle of your page and you're going to draw a heart. I'm going to draw a medium-sized heart. So I'm going to draw one side and then I'm going to go ahead and draw the other side. Just as long as it's a heart shape, because we are going to be erasing these lines after. They are just there to help guide us through the shapes. Go to the middle of your heart and draw a little dot. I'm going to draw another heart, but this time it's going to be upside down. So I'm going to just go down like this. And then you can even start from here if it's easier. So, you can go ahead and erase this extra line here because we don't need it. So once your line is erased, we are going to go ahead and draw the nose. So you're going to just bring this line up a little bit like that. And then you're going to draw a little triangle. And then you're going to go ahead and fill in the chin. So it's a curved line like that. So now over here where the dot is, you're going to draw a line. And you can use a ruler for this, but I'm just going to draw it freely. Start over here. Okay, you're gonna go up, 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 and you're gonna draw a little dot. And then you're gonna do the same thing on this side, up, 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 okay. So that's around where we're gonna have the middle of the eye. So you're gonna go in front of it and you're just going to go, you're gonna draw a line up like this, and then you're going to go down a little bit like this, all right? And then you're gonna do the same thing on this side. So up, like that, and then down. Go ahead and draw the circular line over here. So one here and one like this. So let's come back to the nose. So you can leave it a triangular shape if you want. I'm just gonna add a little bit of a curve up here and then it goes up like that a little bit. Okay, and then this part you're just gonna go like this and like that. So it's like a curve. So it goes up and then it's a curve and then it connects. And then you're gonna go ahead and erase whatever's inside here. So I'm gonna go and do that. And we can draw a line down the middle like that, the nose, and then add the nostrils. Okay, so watching from over here, and I'm just gonna go down like that. And then I'm going to bring this line up a little bit. So I'm just gonna go like that and like that. That's his nose. You can go ahead and erase this line here. And also erase this line here. So I'm gonna go and erase that line and I'll be back. Just add a little bit of a line going down like this, is like that. So we're just gonna add this line like this. And then over here, we're gonna extend this a little bit like that. So now for the inside, you are going to draw a curved line like that and another one on this side. Okay, and then you can erase these dots so they're not confusing. So I'm gonna go ahead and erase mine. So that's what we've got now. And then I'm just gonna do another circle and then another little circle inside. So that's gonna be the sparkle in the eye. And then over the eye, we're gonna add a little bit of a eyelash line. Okay, and you can shade that in right now so you don't get confused later what color you wanna color it in. Come to the mouth over here, where this line meets this shape here. And we're just gonna straighten these lines out. So we're gonna go like that on one side, and we're gonna go like this on the other side. So I'm just straightening these curved lines and making them straight instead. And then over here, I'm gonna continue with the curve. So I'm gonna just leave the curve as it is. I'm gonna go up like that. And I'm gonna do the same thing on the other side. Okay, I'm gonna stop right there. And then for the chin, I'm going to make it furry. So these zigzags, watch the lines carefully. It's really easy to do. It's just a zigzag. And I'm just gonna go ahead and make some fur. Okay, and I can show you how to do that line really quick. It's just zigzags like that, zigzag lines. All right, so you go ahead and do that and then erase the extra lines on the inside and then we'll be back. So over here, I'm just gonna add a little bit of a line that goes this way, following this line, but a little bit bigger, and a little bit of a line that goes this way on this side. Okay, so move to the top of your drawing where the heart is. I'm just gonna move up a little bit, and that's where I'm gonna start his hairline. So I'm going to go like this. Just going to draw some really quick, swift swooshes. So I start off at one point, and then I just go and I let go of my pencil near the end, and then I'm just gonna come down here and I'm gonna make some zigzags up to there. Once you reach around the eye area, I'm gonna go ahead and erase this heart line that we had drawn to help us out, and also this line over here. Aha, so look at that, now our lion is starting to peek out. Okay, so we are just gonna continue here, and we're gonna just add the zigzags until we reach this point. Now we're ready to start on the lion's mane. What we're gonna do is we're gonna start right here, and we're gonna move up, 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 all the way to, I'm guessing around here, okay? And we're just going to add a little bit of a line there to show a little piece of his mane, and then maybe one bigger one over there, and then maybe another little one, maybe another big one over here. Give us a guideline. Let's start off with a general line first, okay? So very lightly, you're gonna draw a curved line that comes down like this, and another curved line that comes down like this. This is gonna help you get the mane. And actually you can go all the way to the bottom. You can make it pointy at the bottom like this, okay? So now we can fill in the mane without having to guess where to put our lines. All right, so continuing with these lines, I'm just gonna make these points, pointy, and I keep going with that, okay? So you're just gonna add, and you can make some of them big, some of them small. So I'm gonna go ahead and add all of those. When I reach up to here, I'm gonna stop, okay? So, because his mane is gonna be a little bit different down, he's gonna be more flowy. So we're gonna continue with the lines on this side. For the flowy part of his mane, let's start off with a nice big piece of hair right there. And then maybe we're gonna add some lines in the middle. And then let's go and add another one. And then let's do some zigzags. Okay, so another line. And then some zigzag lines. And then when we get over here, we're just gonna continue our zigzags, meet up with the other zigzags. All right, so let's add some details into that mane. So I'm gonna start up here. Let's go like that. Let's go like that. So these are chunks of hair. You can even attach one or two of them to his forehead here. And it'll make it look really nice and flowing, okay? So a straight line might not, if I draw a straight line, it might not really look like it's flowing hair, but if I make it curved, then it's nice and flowing. You can add some of your lines coming from the bottom. Wow, that's starting to look really scary, like a real lion. Now we're gonna add our ears, add them poking out of the mane here if you like. That's what I'm gonna do. Okay, so it's a curved line and then a little bit of a curve inside. And you can also add a little bit at the back too. There you go. Okay, so our lion is looking great. Let's add a few more details onto the face. So lions tend to have a little bit of a line over here. So I'm gonna show you how to do that. So you can start off by drawing the line first, and then you can just add details like that. Okay, and you can do the same thing on the side. So line first, and then just some zigzaggy details. Line going down their forehead, and it's often a little furry, so you could just go like that. And then we can add two lines there. So now you're gonna erase the lines that we don't need. So we're gonna erase these lines here. That will help us color in without blurring with the pencil. If you're happy with your drawing and you wanna stop here, you can go ahead and stop here, and don't forget to sign your name on the bottom. But if you'd like to color this in, you can go ahead and do that now. I'm going to be outlining my line. You can skip this step, but if you want to outline it, you're just going to grab your marker and you're just going to start outlining every part one by one. So I'm just going to start off here, and I'm going to go ahead and outline everything, and I'll be back. I've outlined my lion. Use my light brown, or you can use a dark brown and just color really lightly, or you can use a peach, you can use a beige, you can even use a yellow. So there are lots of options. You can also use your own pencil to do some shading if you like. All right, so I'm going to start off by going on the outlines a little bit darker than I normally would. So not too dark, but a little bit darker than I normally would. And I'm just going to shade a little darker where I know the shadows are gonna be. So around his mouth like this, on the outside, and around over here, so I know there's shadow there. And then on the outline, kind of creates like a barrier so that I don't get out of the lines when I'm coloring. All right, so I'm gonna start off with short strokes, really soft, gentle, short strokes. You don't wanna go too dark. And I'm gonna get a little bit light around this part of his face because it's moving up to his eyes. Okay, so just go ahead and color that. And over here, okay? And then don't go inside here, so just stay outside it. And you can kind of make like a circular border for yourself right around it. So try to color in one direction so that your lines are nice and neat. Now we've got this space to color in. So let's start at the bottom. So at the bottom, we're gonna go a little bit dark. We're gonna outline it first, as usual. And then we're just gonna start coloring in and going up. And you're gonna also leave this spot a little bit light. That part of the lion is also lighter. The fur is lighter there. We're gonna move on to black for the nose. You can also even shade it in with your pencil. I'm gonna go on the outline first. Okay, so I'm going to color the nostrils in, and then I'm just gonna go ahead and color in the nose. So the middle part is gonna be a little darker because there's an indent there that we drew in. Now you're gonna take your dark brown, or you can even use your peach or your beige. You can use your pencil. Okay, so let's just give a good dark beginning here with the mane, its outline. And you can just outline a few of these spots dark, and then we'll color it in light. Okay, so you can do the same zigzag motion that you were doing when you drew it, just to get in there. And you can also go around the mouth. So now you're just going to go in short strokes like this. Okay. So I'm just gonna do that all around. And what I like to do is I like to follow the way his mane is flowing to color it in. So this part's down, so I'm gonna go down, and this part's a little bit sideways, and it starts getting more sideways. And then this part basically faces up, so instead of coloring this way now, I'm gonna continue coloring this way. I'm gonna do the same thing on that side. So I've gone ahead and colored this side as well and done under the chin, and then I'm going to start to outline some of these strokes. This one, and you're just gonna go over the marker, and this will give you a nice detail for the mane. I'm gonna start off with my light pencil crayon that I used on the face, but I'm just gonna color it in darker. And then we're gonna blend the two colors in. And this will just give it more of a 3D effect. So I'm gonna go and color this whole thing in, and then I will be back. After I've added my base color for the mane, and I call this a base color because I'm gonna be going over it. So I'm done adding the base color, and now I'm gonna take the darker pencil crayon and my lighter one, and I wanna blend this out. So lightly, I'm going to start blending this line out a little bit, just by lightly mixing the two colors together. And if you press really lightly, then it's gonna create this really beautiful blended effect. Okay, so I'll be back after I do this blending all the way around. Done my blending with the brown all around here, and now I'm gonna take the light color again, and I'm going to blend that as well so that there are no harsh lines. So I'm just gonna blend the whole thing together. So you see how when I go over it with the pencil crayon or the crayon, okay, so I'm just gonna keep going and blend this in. Okay, so once I'm happy with my blending, I'm then gonna finish up the ears. So the pressure is not too dark, so not like the mane, but like the face. So just go ahead and fill in the ears. I like to do the outside part first, and then we'll go ahead and do the inside. And the inside's gonna have a lot of white hair, so I'm just gonna do a little bit of an outline and leave the rest white. If you want to, you can also, you don't have to do this part, but if you want to, you can also take your pencil and just add a little line like that, a little squiggly line like that to show that he's got that furry ear. Now let's move on to the eyes. I want to use an orange or a yellow, or you can use both. I'm going to also use my black, so I'm going to go into the pupil part with the black. So I'm going to take my black, just go right in there. Remember to leave the middle white because that's a little sparkly. And then before I use my other colors, I'm also going to go into this gap that we created, and I'm going to color that in black too. That's what it's supposed to look like. Okay, so I went ahead and did the outline in this eye as well. And then you're going to grab your orange or yellow. I'm going to start off with an orange, okay? So I'm just going to start off at the edges of the eye like this. And I like to mix my colors with the orange, and then I'm going to take the yellow and then I'm going to blend it and make it yellow. And I'm going to leave a little bit of white. And then for the finishing touches, we're going to add whiskers. So I'm going to take, you can use black, you can use your pencil. I'm just going to use black, and I'm just going to add some dots going like that. And then for the whiskers, so I'm just going to go, okay. I'm just going to add a few whiskers, so I don't want to add too many. That's your lion, and the cool thing is you can use that heart shape to draw some other animals too. So like you can draw a tiger, or you can even try to draw a cat or a dog. And don't forget to write down your name and the date in the corner. I hope you enjoyed this drawing, and I can't wait to draw with you again.